And here we go. As you can hear, everybody here in Paris very much ready for this matchup. Secret versus EG and Intro. Very fitting for this one. Two teams of epic proportions and two teams that have been on absolute fire this tournament so far, Fogg.
Absolutely. I'm really excited to see Nisha playing the Wraith King too. Not a very exciting hero, but we have seen this matchup versus the Doom played quite a lot. So we see like the priority switch, right? You see Crits playing the Doom and they're making Nisha play Wraith King. So, you know, some mind games coming out in the draft for sure, especially from Secret when they have, you know, when they're opening up with an AA, looking like they have 3 support heroes. Definitely putting EG on a bit of a confusion here. Wondering how these matchups are going to go. Meepo versus Ember. That does not sound so great for the Ember in the mid lane. But we know what Meepos do, and he does usually just end up leaving, goes to jungle because he just farms so much faster there. So sumaiL will be able to get some space. And I think sumaiL needs to have a pretty good time. His bottom crit.
That crit taking a heavy bit of punching there from the two of them as they go in upon him. As the bounty runes will be, looks like, well, Secret, they do still have eyes on that one, so they will be able to take 3 of the 4 to begin with. As Yapso waiting, seeing if anyone falls to the bait, but with that ward down, EG know of his whereabouts, and we'll see how, as you say, these lane matchups do start off. As it looks to be both the Oracle and Arc Warden, RTZ, going to be heading towards that top lane, and will be farming against this bit of a different lane, this core off-lane ancient apparition from Zai being backed up by Yapso on the Tusk. It feels like these two heroes, though, they've got a lot of kill potential,
yes.
Right?
It seems like they were trying to avoid the matchup bottom because it's got a lot of kill threat, but top as well. Secret's lanes are just extremely threatening. Like Wraith King, Shadow Shaman, there's a lot of damage coming in between them. The stun from Wraith King is one of the more powerful ones in the early game. Top also, I mean, Tusk with tag team plus with AA's attack range and an Orb of Venom thrown in, if they get on top of some of these heroes, easily going to be able to get brought down. So EG has to just keep their distance up top. Don't let them get on top of them in particular, because they do have the double range. So the harassment game for EG should be pretty solid up top.
We'll see on the bottom, Crit has been able to make the pull through with the creeps over to the tower, so the S4 is able to hold the wave in a position where he can at least get some CS against these two very potent heroes, especially once the levels are there. He has to look out for that instant catch available from the Shaman.
Ooh, they actually just, they're able to note now that Puppey can't actually make a rotation in the next few moments. Puppey actually TP'd from the tower to his tower. So he wanted to make sure to get, I think, 2 or 3 creeps that went there. So now they know there's no TP on Shadow Shaman, so we could see Crit make an early move to try to put some pressure onto somewhere, because he knows that Puppey cannot move. Bottom. The orb is used by S4. He's grabbed.
They've got the control on him, S4. He's going to try his best to run away. He has got a phase shift to play with. Will try and keep himself hidden in the trees, but Nisha, Puppey, they're hunting. Does go for the Duke down bottom, and he has got an orb back up. There it is. Another phase shift will allow him to jump back to safety, as S4 will escape Secret's attempts.
Very nicely done. See that mid matchup, sumaiL's doing just fine for now still, the first few waves, so 9 last hits, also going to be able to claim himself a haste rune too.
Yeah, he's been able to keep the harassment pretty high onto MidOne, making sure that the Meepos aren't in position to fight. Bottom lane Crit, it's getting right click down by Puppey with that heavy right click, and it's enough. This Shaman, he punches.
S4 isn't careful, has to be careful too.
That, you know, that 83 right click damage that Puppey's sporting, you cannot afford to get too close to him.
And even turning can be a bit scary sometimes because he's got double Fairy Fire and a stick as well. So if he pops one, you might actually just get grabbed instantly and get turned on as well.
Stop, Fly. They get the kill on Yap, so they will lose Fly. But both of the supports going in on one another. That nuke damage from the Purifying Flames, enough to help RTZ be the first to get the kill on Yapso. Fly sets it up for him.
A lot about that harassment game. If they can keep Yapso low, if he's not actually able to be full health when they go for those type of committed plays, you said, a lot of magic damage. As soon as they're level 3 in this lane, we know what Oracle does now. The Purifying Flames does a crazy amount of damage, and so does even Arc Warden, as moves being done on both sides.
Yeah, but S4 can turn. Send the orb back out to Nisha. Nisha going very low to that Infernal Blade. Will still keep himself alive, but both teams down bottom really giving it their all to force each other's cause away from this lane. It's going to mean that there's going to be that long walk back towards the base from the Wraith King. So some time where Nisha is away from that lane, and now a bit of space to allow S4 to catch back up. He was suffering to get the CS, but now with that sort of space, he'll be able to start catching up in the farm.
Puppey's very fortunate that he got the early kill, the first blood. Being a Shadow Shaman, his 5 position sometimes can be a bit tough. We don't see it that often because you're just very slow sometimes, but now he gets boots starting off right away, so that makes your life just so much easier now, just being able to make your moves and not get punished down because you just take 1 step out of position. Top Fly.
Does manage to block Fly off. Fly, he's trying to cut his way through the trees. A couple of them taken down, and he will get himself up to the high ground. But Zai and Yapso, They'll continue to chase on Fly. He's trying his best to run a quick route, will create a bit of a distance between him and Yapzor, but the salve, it's been cancelled by that long-range hit from Zai. Fly still on the run, Shards will be back up in a second, and Yapzor has Mango as well. If needed, but he messes it up! Oh no, Yapzor! A rare mistake from the top-tier player as the Shards won't trap Fly, and Fly is able to walk back to base.
You have to be very thankful of that as Fly. Yeah, we do not see that happen very often, not in those type of situations there.
And we'll see it again, poor old Jappy. As one of the easiest shards potentially in his life, and he misses it. I mean, look, Fly sort of jumps over. There's a little bit of OS Frog in that. For sure, as Fly is able to slide to safety. He had his ice skates on. 5-minute runes coming up. See who's able to hold them, Puppey. It's in position, but Crypt will try and go and chase this one down a little bit. Puppey has S4 around as well. Puppey popping the first Verify, but S4 he's onto the high ground, looking for those body blocks, making sure that Crit can get that extra bit of damage in, blocking Puppey away from the Shrine, but another fire, and the Shrine. Puppey will survive. Top lane, Fly tries to go in on MidOne, doesn't have the damage to kill him off, as Fly will lose his life. Back towards bottom, sumaiL. He's joined forces with Crit and S4 to kill off Puppey, and they will claim the kill.
I like that aggressive move by sumaiL. Right, you're not seeing anybody in the mid lane. You know the Meepo's just jungling. Fly just gave you that information too. Now you have liberty as sumaiL to really just put pressure on the lanes, make moves around the map. Don't let Meepo do what he likes to do. Don't let Meepo just sit in the jungle and then they just send somebody mid to soak the experience. So we're going to be watching sumaiL for a bit here, just making these aggressive plays for his team. He needs to make the space maker, right? He's got an Arc Warden on his team. We're going to see this Ember running around non-stop.
Nisha. Great fire blast onto Crit. Crit's dead. That damage too much, and in fact with the Hex, they can look towards S4. Has the shift and will be able to get back. Nisha not quite having the stun back up again, but Yapzor's now come into this bottom lane. S4's got to be a little careful. Does use the orb. We'll see if they're able to get some sort of a wraparound. As Puppey with the wards ready, starts to get that vision down bottom. So extra control, S4's got to be careful as he heads a little close. Puppey can't quite get the grab though. S4 keeps his distance, gets back. Mid lane, Slider Fist being used to dodge any sort of poof attempt from MidOne. As sumaiL's farm continuing to look very good in this mid lane. Sure, MidOne has the edge with the fact that he's been able to turn to the jungle a little bit as well. But this Ember still hitting the timings, and sumaiL, we saw it earlier with that first move. You can expect him to be very mobile and be there to react to any sort of play from Secret in the side lanes and try and give EG that number advantage to get the kills. Yeah,
he's always going to be using Flame Guard, pushing the lane out, force the Meepo go to jungle, and then make a move immediately. You see him starting to do it already toward that top lane. Super easy kills for him, too. If he's able to get on top of the AA, this looks like a very dead Zai.
Yeah, this is absolutely perfect read of the game from sumaiL. You can feel it already. He is ready to go, and any chance that he sees to move around the map and take those kills, he'll be there.
Yeah. I mean, you know what he needs to do, right? Like, it's very telltale when there's the Meepo, because now Yapzor goes to the mid lane. You know what they're trying to do. They're trying to distribute their resources as best as possible, so have to put those aggressive plays out.
And EG, in fact, has
got a catapult.
They are heading towards this top. Want to try and take this tower down, as you say, with the first siege wave. And Zai, not a whole lot he can do. Yet to hit that 6, of course, on that core. AA up top. So he has to keep his distance. Fly will send the root out. Yapzor and MidOne are here as well. Crit and sumaiL heading up to the high ground. Yapzor tag team the root onto the two of them with the nets. They're trying to kill off Crit. They'll get him. But there's the jump for sumaiL. They've killed off the Meepo. And sumaiL, he could try and chase for more. Will he be affected by the freeze? He won't. He's able to get away from it in time. But still killing off this Meepo. They'll certainly take that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the meanwhile, Arteezy's able to put some pressure on the tower. He pretty much has the Midas finished up on this Arc Warden. S4 has gotten a much better time down bottom after that start. Sure, still some suffering on last hits, but near level 6 on the puck. Levels are the most important thing down here for him.
S4.
We got to see some of the fun, of course. The potential that this game does have right there. We saw the tag team plus the Meepo start to play out, how much damage it really can come in when we see those levels come in. It's really fun. It's something that we really have to keep an eye on when he does isolate targets.
Now down bottom. TP's coming in. They're going to bring Arteezy in as well for this. sumaiL also charging forward. See if they can catch down Puppey. sumaiL, he's going to put a remnant down in the trees, forcing Puppey to head up to the north. And they'll chase him down in the trees. And again, EG just making these fluid moves across the map. sumaiL now 1-0-3. He is everywhere they need him to be.
And it's a free rotation for Arteezy, too. It's not himself. He just pops his clone, sends his clone down bottom, and it's literally just for free that he's able to do that to get maybe in a little bit of extra involvement for his team to set up for those kills, even though he probably wasn't needed anyway. It's just that little heads-up move that he can do with the Tempest double as well as his TP. as he will just be continuing to farm. He has the Midas finished up at a pretty good time, that 9 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant
Got the Ice Blast flying in on bottom, but there won't be any other sort of defense at the moment from Secret. As EG allowed to get some free damage onto the tier 1 tower. They are now starting to lead over with both Puppey and the Wraith King. Nisha, see if they can get the catch. Hex to lead in. Nisha is there as well. Crit, can he get over and help out his man? sumaiL, got the sleight of fist. He'll try and jump himself away, dodging the snowball. There's the jumper to the side. This time, though, the shards. Yapzor will grab him, but he's got another remnant available. sumaiL continuing on the retreat. MidOne's turned up. sumaiL trying to hide in the trees, but they find him with the root. They've got the stun follow-up. Can sumaiL get out of this one? It doesn't look like it. He cannot. They'll kill off the Ember. Secret finally able to punish sumaiL for those movements and for that aggression.
Yapzor making up for the shards from earlier with some absolutely beautiful ones as they're getting invasive here. They're looking to try to claim all 4 bounty runes. AA Blast coming down too.
Another shards, blocking the route out for Crit. Crit's surrounded, Crit's gone.
Oh, S4 as well.
He's hit by the Ice Blast and he will. It's on point from Zai across the map as EG lose 3.
And they get all 4 bounty runes. And they get the power rune as well. An invis rune on Yapzor to continue some aggression. They have the shrine bottom. They have a smoke available too if they choose to do so. Their levels, looks like Puppey's going to be the one who is taking the tome in this game, appropriated for your Shadow Shaman, get those Serpent Wards early on. Also noting that he's put 2 points in Hex. I think we've seen this more and more often, especially when you're playing versus a hero like Puck. It's all about just getting the just instant disable on him.
A lot of space continuing to be there for MidOne to stay ahead of the pack with the farm that he has. This is a Meepo in that top spot, the triple Wraith Bands into the E-Blade.
Yep. And it's a great game for the Meepo as well. He has plethora of targets. Their damage on EG can start to ramp up, but it's going to take time. Ember Spirit and the Arc Warden both don't naturally deal with your Meepo too well. Ember kind of does, but he definitely is going to need at least that one item before he can start to trickle him down. Because the Meepo's going to be ahead of the Ember in the majority of this game, just from the nature of the hero.
EG, smoke set up around mid. They want to try and catch off another core.
Crit now does have the tome. He is near level 6 on the Doom, but it looks like they're going to try to give him a little bit of experience in the mid lane as they make a rotation toward bottom with sumaiL. Like we said, sumaiL is just going to be running around, constantly looking for plays. S4 bottom.
They're going to start the play onto him. See if they got the damage to get him before he can jump out. No, he's still alive. He jumps to the side. Serpent wants to drop down. That'll kill him. But now EG, they're ready for the turnaround play. They'll look towards the 2 of them. Dream coils down. sumaiL trying to slowly burn them with the Flame Guard. Extra TP's coming in as Arteezy will look to join the fight. Puppey goes for the Hex onto sumaiL. Yapzor leading on to Fly with the self-false promise will keep himself alive. They lost Puppey. Jump forward though from EG. They have the root, the control. They'll kill off Nisha once. Can they do it again? There's the Doom. Crit had it saved and ready to go for more. Arteezy with himself and the Tempest double offering the damage needed to kill off Nisha. Double kill for Arteezy, and EG may not be done yet. They're looking to move in and chase down potentially Yapzor and Zai. They'll push this wave in. Zai and Yapzor will be fine though, as it seems that the mana has run out, so nothing else for EG to offer in that attempt.
Good responses from EG, just bringing absolutely everybody to go for those kills. And in the meanwhile, it looks like MidOne's decision was, I'm not going to join you guys. I'm prioritizing something else. Takes the mid tower, immediately sends another Meepo top, and looking to claim a secondary tower at the same time, knowing that EG, they committed everything to look for that fight. Coil was used, every single, the Doom was used as well, and all the rotations too, the TPs. And we will start seeing the decision of which item it's going to be for sumaiL. He has to itemize to deal with the Meepo. It's not the Maelstrom, it's the Battle Fury.
It's the way you got to go.
Yep.
It absolutely is. A lot of opportunities for sumaiL to hit those big cleaves when the group up is there from MidOne, but it's going to be hard to find those situations. As you say, with the way that MidOne's playing at the moment, he isn't grouping up with the team. He's elsewhere. But still the Battle Fury, a beautiful line to behold. Bottom, Zai. He looked towards, but Yapzor quick for the TP. Crit and Fly cannot go for any more damage upon him.
One thing EG does always have to keep inside of their minds this game is the Roche potential. We know that Meepo can do it very easily, but you throw a Meepo and a Wraith King, they can also do Meepo with Tusk. They have a lot of different options on the side to be able to just 2-man or 3-man or, you know, one of those type of combinations to take out the Roche. So EG does have to keep tabs around there soon. So getting a ward around that top side, I think, is definitely something they should be looking to do pretty soon. As soon as the Ethereal Blade is finished up, that Meepo, he can just walk right into the Roche pit with one more hero, and it's going to be easy pickings.
He's going to get the root from the trees. In comes the backup. He's got the chamber. sumaiL's in trouble. sumaiL straight up dead. MidOne with the play from the fog. There's going to be a buyback for sumaiL. EG Dream Call down. They've got to get return kills. Crit saved just in time by the false promise. There is an Ice Blast flying in, but MidOne, he's still alive. He's going to look towards S4 sumaiL. They'll get themselves back, and they will kill off the Meepo. So with that buyback from sumaiL, they do get some vengeance. They will take down both Puppey and MidOne.
Oof, S4 was very close to ticking out as well. Fly, just in case, does throw the Fate's Eating on him there. But this Meepo is really showing how much power he has in the game, just forcing all of the rotations from EG. He's got global potential too, so that makes it a lot scarier. Like this Meepo's fighting, you're like, okay, sometimes when you're fighting Meepos early game, you're all dropping very low, but you're like, all right, we're okay. Throw an AA blast on top, it can change the tides entirely.
Sort of having to use that buyback early on from sumaiL, it is going to mean that the Battle Fury is not going to be an incredibly quick one, and he's caught out. Ooh. Remnant gets him away. sumaiL will live to see another day, but bottom lane, Nisha takes the tier 1 tower.
Constant aggression. This is exactly what we wanted in this series. 21 kills at this 14-minute mark already. It does not look like it's going to be slowing down at all.
Secret ready to move with the smoke. They know if they can get sumaiL once again, it's going to be quite a while that he's off the map, and his first major item will be heavily slowed down. As EG, they have to make sure that sumaiL's always in position where he has backup behind him. They have ways to keep him safe. As long as Fly's in the neighborhood, he should be safe. Should be able to offer that false promise, that safety and security to allow sumaiL to at least get his spells off, be able to jump away to safety. As Roshan is going to be looked towards. In they go. They can do this pretty quickly between the three of them. And EG will spot it out. S4 is going to send in the orb, but already just the amount of damage the Zai throws out. Fly, he will be there to help him. But for now, there's going to be the roll-in. In fact, no, it doesn't. It's not enough to save him. S4's dead.
sumaiL
in the river, Puppey. He's got the Hex, the Shackles. They're on top of the Ember. sumaiL, he does have the Sleight of Fist. The root will still be there. Again, MidOne just controlling him up, holding sumaiL in place. sumaiL, he cannot get out of this. Another Sleight. He's still surrounded. We'll have the Remnant ready, though. He was prepared for that situation to get out of there. But Secret, they've got Rose. They've got the Aegis on Meepo.
So hard to play Ember in this matchup versus Meepo. Sure, you can Sleight to try to buy yourself time in between those nets, but man, they just have so much control for this, as we see. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? It's that Roche. We know that they're going to make a move very early into that pit with just the nature of their heroes. And EG did not really have everything available. And S4, he's the most important one in the game to start the fights besides sumaiL. And sumaiL, if he jumps in, he's already used his buyback. If he dies there, they are absolutely going to lose so much control of the game. So S4 dying there, they immediately can't make a contest into that pit.
Lane, YapzOr, let's step a little far forward here. Crip and Arteezy will be quick to turn upon him, and YapzOr, he's got no escape.
Still showing, Arteezy does have that item on him already now. He does have the Maelstrom, so his damage is very high. He is 3-0-4 actually in this game as the Arc Warden. Yeah,
that's where the power is at the moment for EG. The other cores starting to really fall behind. It is just Arteezy that has that sort of power spike in the middle. Fly caught out by the Hex. The control from Secret, way too much. Blast from MidOne as well with that E-Blade, and Fly's gone.
Is a very scary timing here for EG. They've got their ultis available. Yeah, like you said though, S4, he is pretty much in even net worth as his Doom and the Tusk in the game. Unable to find any space to find the blink for them to get a good initiation. sumaiL kind of has to play as an initiator, but it's so scary versus this Meepo.
It was a hard lane for S4 to start with. Up against this double disable. S4, a slow start at a game that he's going to try his best to recover. Already, though, jump in. Blink Dagger's picked up by MidOne. They're on top of S4, and he's gone once again. The puck is dead.
He's really he feels like a support puck now at this point, just because of how far set back he is. Brought down by, just takes so much, even just from the Tusk. I just saw YapzOr punch him for nearly 3/4 of his HP because he has his Treads double bracer build on Tusk.
And they're eyeing up sumaiL on top. Just the two of them, though. Hard for them to really have that opening initiation. They need either the Puppey Shaman or the MidOne Meepo to have that instant jump and go to catch sumaiL off guard. sumaiL will be fine mid lane. They found another big core, jumping onto Arteezy. MidOne with the blink, making the plays, and in fact up top, they're going for Zai. Zai will be able to turn, get the Ice Blast out onto the two of them. Crip, buffed up by the False Promise, will be able to move in and get Zai. The rest of Secret are turning up though, so EG have to get out of there. Fly will be unable to do so as MidOne picks up another kill. And now still this 5K lead that Secret are holding on to as EG struggling to really slow down the pace of this Meepo lineup that Secret have.
I mean, they really just got the most important kill in the game for Secret. They killed Arteezy there. Arteezy's the one who's dealing with the split push, dealing with the side lanes for the most part, and now they can just walk up and look to take a tier 2. Mid lane's also pretty low as well as MidOne just jumping in for sumaiL.
He's just going for it. Again, with these roots, there's nothing that sumaiL can do. He's dead and gone, 70 seconds. A long, long time to be dead at just the 19-minute mark. And sumaiL still without that first item. He's trying his best to get that Battle Fury.
Zai hunting S4 down bottom as well. Has the Atos from earlier.
Let's see if he can get this on his own. Ice Blast. It's out upon him. S4 will jump out. He's trying for the TP, but they'll see him as S4 will go. Zai getting the solo kill. As EG really beginning to crumble now.
They have Serpent Wards. They're going to threaten high ground. The deep push from EG is dead.
And Secret pushed so fast. As the wards, the skeletons, the meepos, they've got all the siege potential, and EG with 2 cores dead. How do they stop this MidOne? Straight in on top of Crit. Fly, Crit, and Arteezy. They're having to run back to the base, but Crit's not going to be able to get away. Shackles is there to hold him down. Secret, they'll continue pushing on. And I don't know how...
This is a dead Rax for sure.
How do EG slow this down? I don't think they can.
Arteezy just has to keep spamming, but he has to be careful. If he gets jumped, anyone gets jumped, there's dead. There's no false promise. S4 is back up, so they have some of their deep push here, but the Rax is already gone. He's trying his best to throw the bubbles to protect them on those opposing sides, but...
As it's gone. 20-minute mark.
They're all respawning, though.
Breaking the base. MidOne able to poof away. See if they can get any sort of catch. sumaiL chains onto the 2 of them. Ice Blast out, though, in return back onto Arteezy. Arteezy's got to be careful. It's a 4-man Dream Call, but there's very little follow-up for EG. They have no damage, no items on this Ember.
MidOne just keeps jumping in with no fear. He's got like 2,000 health on this Meepo. He doesn't have to worry about anything here. There's a full Desolator, too, on the Wraith King.
Goodness.
Secret just picking up a plethora of items here, cleaning up the shrines, back up, collect those bounties, too. And, oh, EG, they're going to need a miracle here to try to bring them back as this one is. I mean, I'm looking at these net worths like sumaiL. How does he deal with a Meepo now who's got double his net worth?
He's still, what 1,100 gold away from having the Battle Fury.
Yeah.
And even when you have that, at this point, with the stats that MidOne has, it's
going to tickle.
You're going to tickle.
Yeah. And they're even starting to, okay, they actually changed it up. I saw Zai building toward a mech build, but he actually switched to just go for a Glimmer for himself to protect the back lines, because the one thing that Zai does have to worry about is if he gets jumped in the back, but he's pretty tanky, and now with this, it's a lot more survivabilities. Yes, tons of items being picked up from Secret. Even a Shadow Blade now from Yapzor, so I'm a little worried of, I was already worried for S4, but I'm worried that he might just get punched into death from a position 4 Tusk.
I mean, this game as well, for sure. You know, this is Secret still very much playing at this incredible level that they have done so far this tournament.
Yep.
But how much would you say this is on the draft? You know, Secret getting this 5th pick Meepo. Is this draft just that much better than EG's in this game?
I mean, this Meepo really changes everything. A 22-pick Meepo is always going to do that, and then they also have 2 very strong pressure lanes that EG were not able to actually respond with too well. Top did fine. Top did great, the Arc Warden, but bottom, you just look, S4 had a nightmare of a game, and he's very important for this game on the puck.
A Secret round the mid, ready to go in towards the base again. EG, what can they do to stop this? Arteezy has got the full MidOne. Tempest double, going to get critted down in a couple of hits by nisha.
He's trapped.
Call is going to be there on mid when they're going to try and go for this, but at the same time, Secret, they're collapsing onto Arteezy. The Doom was laid down onto nisha, but he still has that reincarnate. He's going to have that second life. MidOne jumps in. Shackles are there as well. sumaiL's trapped. He's dead and gone. Secret, they'll look towards Crit. Controls there from MidOne with the root. Crit's dead as well. Triple kill
sumaiL.
for the Meepo. There's the buyback for sumaiL, but he's surely going to die yet again. He has a remnant in the trees, but nisha, he's chasing, he's hunting. MidOne, eyes onto Fly. He's moving in on the Oracle. The E-Blade's out upon him. Fly's trying his best to run. Shackles down to sumaiL. It's a dieback. It's a rampage. As MidOne, he gets both of those kills at the same time, splitting the Meepos up, killing both Fly and sumaiL together. This man's Meepo just looked absolutely perfect this game. MidOne has had a brilliant time. The draft was set up for him to do so, but he has played it flawlessly.
This game is impossible for EG to come back, and now this Meepo is just way too big. Everybody in the side of
just tear through the base.
Yeah. And this is another thing now you have to add to your question mark list of when you're drafting versus Secret.
Yep.
You gotta watch out for a last pick Meepo as they've brought it to their arsenal and displayed that MidOne is a beast on the hero as he's taking over completely.
Absolutely is. The Mibrax getting taken down 30 seconds where the EG do not have sumaiL alive. Ice Blast won't quite connect. But EG, they've already lost the melee racks here in that middle lane. And Secret, they're just able to walk away with no consequences whatsoever. Yapzor, he's playing around with S4 up top. As S4 is sort of trapped in, he has got the orb. As he will try and jump away. Yapzor is probably suspicious that he could be around here, but he doesn't have the shards back up, so cannot hunt for him in the trees.
I'm just looking at the items that Yapzor is queuing up this game, and I can just tell they're having a good time. They're feeling very confident. He's got a Deso queued up on the Tusk now, too, so yeah.
I mean, and you just look over to some of the members of EG, you know, sumaiL, he's been having so many stellar performances this tournament, but Secret just absolutely breaking him this game. as he's got treads and an unfinished Battle Fury at 24 minutes in.
Not even just, I mean, mostly MidOne, to be honest, right? MidOne just has been bullying sumaiL in this game for the most part. Just with the roots, sumaiL's trying to walk in, and he's just like, I can't actually move in most of these matchups because I'm just stuck inside of these Earthbinds. Been very well played by Secret. As they back up, they still have firm control. Pretty sure they're picking up a couple more of their items here, too. Got, I mean, Meepo, Hex, and another ulti orb on top after all that. Almost level 20. They now have S4's Blink Dagger, but the damage on their lineup has been significantly cut. Ember Spirit is less net worth in the 4 positions, nearly less net worth than all of the heroes on the side of Secret. He only has 1,200 more than the Shadow Shaman. So his damage, I mean, without Battle Fury, even with Battle Fury, he's going to be tickling quite a bit. But this could be one of the last goes for EG as they picked up a couple items. Spirit Vessel and that Blink. They got to try to make something happen. They can't let Secret get this Roche.
They need some sort of insane play here.
They really do.
17k behind. 2 sets of racks down. sumaiL with no items. They'll try and go, but the shards are there, blocking off the Tempest double. S4 goes in with the 2-man Dream Coil. But the armlet's on. Nisha's more than fine here on his first life as he'll tank it up. The Doom has been dropped down, but Crit, he'll fall. The Ice Blast over onto the 2 of them. Crit and S4 are dead. No buybacks available for them. They do lose Puppey, but Puppey buys back straight away. RTZ surrounded by Secret as they run him down. He does manage to pick up a second kill onto the Tusk, but the damage will burn through after the false promise ends. RTZ is dead. MidOne's looking for more. Flies caught and trapped down. E-Blade Blast. The root's out as well. MidOne continuing on his beyond godlike streak this game, as Secret will just barrel down the mid lane and very surely, you'd imagine, look to try and force this game to an end. As now the buybacks come out from EG. It seemed like they had their last chance a long time ago, but they're still going to try and give it something.
Yeah, Secret's just way too farmed at this point. EG, they get a pretty decent coil, but just the front line is too strong. This Tusk and this Wraith King, they're the ones that are actually caught inside the coil.
sumaiL, he's been hexed. MidOne's there on top of him. He does get the Remnant Sound time. Will be able to jump over, but MidOne's chasing. sumaiL's trying his best to juke. He has another Slide of Fist. He's going for the Slide TP, but MidOne's got the damage. Another death on sumaiL. 22k lead now at 26 minutes in for Secret.
Firm control. Queuing up their last few items that they can get. They don't really need them too much, but they've got so much extra gold coming in from all this. Like you said, 23,000 gold lead. 4 of the top 5 net worths in the game, and they're looking to close this one out.
As EG's with the smoke, maybe hoping to catch someone off guard. A MidOne just presents himself, starts to push in. They will have sumaiL back in 10. Secret, no, MidOne, he's already into the trees.
S4's just dead.
He's straight in onto the puck. He's got the root onto Fly. They've got to run back to the fountain, EG. They cannot afford to step anywhere close to this Meepo, as MidOne will help them finish off this final set of racks. Serpent Ward's down as well. They have a fortification to buy some time, and MidOne jumps across, gets the kill on Crit. Double kill for the Meepo. The damage on the racks will continue. sumaiL jumps in. He'll be quick to jump out as well, but he cannot. The Hex is there. Triple kill for MidOne. EG getting absolutely slaughtered. GG is called. And Secret making a mockery of evil geniuses in this game 1.
What else is there really to say?